I'm Jacob's Quest, and today we got a brand new teaser for Five Nights at Freddy's. This is a movie that has been I feel like it's been on the back burner of Hollywood, being passed around from studio to studio for ever. And then a couple years ago it was announced that Blumhouse was finally going to actually make this thing. Is this a few years too late to like are we not hitting the the height popularity of this franchise? Maybe it's a little bit too late, but I will say, you know, I've enjoyed the fact that this exists out there. You know, I've never personally got like really involved with this fan base and this franchise. You know, I think I tried to play one of them one time, but I do remember, like, you know, all the crazy theories were coming out about like, oh, what does this mean, what does that mean, what's the story behind here. And it was one of those things where like the story is kind of just in the background of the games and you have to like piece it together yourself, kind of. You know, and so I've always enjoyed that exists, you know, and the idea of you know, a creepy Chuck E. Cheese, basically, at the time it came out, it was a really fresh idea, you know. Of course, since then there have been several, you know, essentially rip-off movies made about this same concept that the game kind of popularized. But in any case, I'm glad that the franchise exists. I think it is still, you know, it's still an idea that can be done right, especially for a horror movie. I know, again, there have been a couple attempts already, but, you know, I think this can be the one that does it right. Yeah, I mean, it's Blumhouse. Hopefully we get something cool here. So let's go ahead and check out Five Nights at Freddy's. Here we go.
Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, where fantasy.
Okay, I already love this. The
Hit it, guys.
The 80s retro commercial.
If you're watching this
that was
video,
cool.
It means you've been selected as Freddy's newest security guard.
Hello?
Okay.
We're going to have so much fun together.
Wow, they are Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay. Wow. Look, it was short, it was simple, but they wow, they nailed it. They nailed the tone, like everything that I wanted to see out of this, they already got it, right? Because again, I never, like, you know, I was not someone who went out and like, oh, I got the shirt and the toys and you know, I was not like a member of the fandom, but the visuals of it, you know, the tone, the 80s Chuck E. Cheese, like the, you know, this old style monitors and the way everything looks and feels, like that was something that I was always like, oh, there's a lot of potential there for, you know, horror, you know. So they're really nailing that. You know, and then even more creepy aspects of like, oh, there were 5 kids who were mysteriously murdered, and, you know, did their ghosts go into the robots? Is that what happened here? And you know, they're doing it. They're doing a good job here. So I'm happy with the way this looks, and yeah, hopefully this is the one who like really nails this concept, and it deserves to be the one that nails the concept, because, you know, again, this is, you know, maybe this isn't the first one that ever did the, you know, creepy Chuck E. Cheese idea, but this is definitely the franchise that popularized it, and everyone was like, ooh, you know, like at the time, again, when was this, 2010 or something when this happened? You know, it was like this crazy giant thing. You know, even today, you can go to a Target and go back to like the collectibles section, and you'll see Five Nights at Freddy's stuff back there, you know. So like, it's still like a living thing that's kind of, you know, withstood in pop culture, right? So like, you know, this is the chance to kind of revise it, you know, revitalize it a little bit, because, you know, it has died down a little bit, the video games and such. But yeah, I'm excited for this. I think also Matthew Lillard's in here, you know, Shaggy, of course, Stu from the Scream movies, you know, so like, big fan of that, so that's cool. Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's. Let me know what you guys think, and yeah, are you a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's? Is it too late to make this movie? Should this have come out like 5 years ago or something? Let me know. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.